I met my district mentor, Noemi Gonzalez, at a Train the Trainer event at Wells Fargo, downtown San Francisco. I was a brand new vice president of education. I had received a 20-minute turnover and told I'll be gone for 5 weeks to Mongolia. I was a little concerned about this and realized that I needed to reach out and determine how I could get help as quickly as possible. I attended the trainer event so I would meet other people. The first person I met was Aubrey Carrier, the district director. The second person, Noemi Gonzalez, the program quality director at the time and currently the district director today. Thirdly, the trainer was Kitsi Aviles, who will be program quality director next year. So it was kind of an interesting group of people. After I attended that meeting, I had hit it off and sat next to Noemi and got along fabulously with her. But because I knew I needed help learning the VPE role, and I believed it's up to me, I decided that I would attend 5 club officer trainings. So I signed up for 5, not realizing that that's not really done in Toastmasters in a 6-month period. So because I'm a military guy and always showed up early, I offered to help. So I started asking, hey, can I help with registration? Every time Noemi came to a training event, there I was doing registration. Hi, Tim. Hi, Noemi. How are you? After I had gotten a flavor for what went on with Toastmasters training, they had a thing called a Toastmasters Leadership Institute in Genentech, close to where I work. So I drove down here from the East Bay real early to help set up. I get there, set up, help work with a bunch of stuff, and at the end of the day, I'm cleaning up everything so that we can put it back to the original state. Noemi Gonzalez came up to me and said, Tim, what I really like about you is you get here early and you don't leave until everything is done. I said, that's right. At that point, we exchanged business cards, and about a week later, got a phone call from Noemi. Hi, Tim. How are you? I'm fine. What can I help you with? Have you ever been to a district conference? What's a district conference? Well, here's a link to sign up. I'd like you to be a program chair. Okay. So what I did is I effectively put together a PowerPoint presentation for all of the clubs that won awards for that particular conference. And that was great. I went to my very first conference. I received a Triple Crown Award for completing 3 educational and leadership awards. I was a program chair, and more importantly, that district conference changed my life. I realized what Toastmasters could be, and I decided that at that point, I was all in and going to go after it. Now, how the mentorship thing came about is a little interesting. We just started meeting every month or 2. Naomi was tremendously busy, but every 6 to 8 weeks, she made time to sit down for coffee with me for a half an hour. And we'd talk about how things were going. I told her how being the vice president of education was, how much I enjoyed Toastmasters, how I enjoyed giving speeches, even though it took a lot of work for me. And as time went on, I realized that she was very gracious, and I greatly appreciated it. So, having learned from this and riding around with both Tony DeLeon, Aubrey Carrier, and Noemi to go to events so I didn't have to take Uber, I asked Noemi, you've been so kind to me. Is there anything I can do for you? And she said, yes. Would you like to be the District 4 logistics manager? Sure, what do I have to do? So basically, that's how I got that particular job. About that same time, another thing happened. I had put my hat in the ring to become an area director. I got a call from Noemi. Noemi said, Tim, I'd like you to put off being an area director for a year. I said, sure, why? Well, I want you to become a pathways guide. I know you taught college. I know that you have a great deal of experience in technology. You did your master's degree online. And more importantly, you have a great deal of experience of teaching people with no technical background how to use computers and how to make things work for them. So I said, sure. So for about 6 months, I presented to 10 clubs and did 15 virtual support sessions. A little prior to that, I'd been introduced to Stephanie Chow, the club growth director. Stephanie had me work as a club extension chair, setting up new clubs and helping get everything started. And the output of that is I was able to become the mentor of a club at fairly early in my Toastmasters career. All of the things I learned there were tremendously valuable to me then and now. I recently received my Distinguished Toastmaster from Noemi at the district conference. It was very important to me to have her give me that particular award. And the reason was she has done so much for me to help me grow in that environment. I also recently had a conversation with the chief judge at my first area contest, Paul Wallace, who told me, Tim, relax, everything's gonna be fine, about the time I was freaking out. I brought this conversation up again at the end of the district contest, where I was the contest chair for both the international and the table topic speech contest. We had quite a laugh and moved forward. My Toastmasters journey has gone rather quickly. It's the benefit of the mentorship I've received from Noemi and many other people that I'm very grateful for, which is why I'm mentoring 5 people myself, 3 in my home club and 2 at the district level. Don James, a famous University of Washington football coach, was asked why his players played so hard. His answer was threefold. He said, first, our players play so hard because the coaches tell them to. Second reason our players play so hard is their teammates expect them to. And the third stage of that is because our players just want to see what they can do. That has been my experience in my Toastmaster journey. And I'm grateful for all the valuable mentorship and leadership I've been given. Thank you.